Now, let's see. Have we got a poster of Saw 3? There's a Saw 3 poster. There it is. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? But, you know what? I'm happy that I live in a time when, you know, dentistry is done by modern trained professionals. I wouldn't have liked to have done it back in the day. You know, when people say, oh, I wish I'd lived in medieval times, I'm like, oh, yeah? What about that? You know. I read today archaeologists have just discovered dental tools dating back 9,000 years, apparently. Cavemen had dentists, apparently. 9,000-year-old dental tools. Apparently, certain caves looked like dental offices. That's right, they had very old magazines. Older even than, I don't know, Hairy People magazine. That was it. Neanderthal Fitness magazine. That was all that. You'd walk into the receptionist, you know, the dentist's cave, the receptionist would be there, would say, first visit, you need to fill out the wall, and... Pierre Fouchard was the French doctor who invented modern dentistry. Did you know that? Neither did I. I just made it up. No, it's actually not. No, I didn't. It's true. That's what, it was invented by the French modern dentistry, and that's where I think the problems exist. Because, you know, it's all like, you are in excruciating pain, I don't care. Also, I'm flicking cigarette ash in your mouth. Do you know what, though? You have to give respect to dentists, because they train for years for that very special skill of understanding what people are saying, even though you're just going... And why do they always do that? You're in the chair, they fill your mouth full of like 3 tons of hardware, and then say, so, how was your weekend? Like, but they can understand. You're like, oh yeah, no, I loved it. Oh, the Oscars, they're so... Anyway, I had this toothache, and so I go to the dental school in Glasgow. It's free service, because it's all students, right? And they'll take you right away, because nobody wants to go. And you walk in, the receptionist there, it's just like a guy with his hat on backwards behind the desk going, hey, we got one! And there's like, you know, you can hear them all, the dentists, the student dentists waiting in a room nearby. You can hear, do a little dance, make a little love, get down and up. And a tube of nitrous oxide pumping into the, do a little dance. Talk about feeling no pain. Anyway, they tell, you know, the receptionist, we got one, and the 3 dental students come out. A kid comes out, you know, he's got tousled hair, he's wearing a toga. No, he's not wearing a toga. But he comes out and says, you serious? You want us to work on your teeth? Like, really? I go, yeah, I got it. And everybody's like, do a little dance. Dentists are crazy. They're crazy. The dental work, whenever you get dental work done, the dentists always try and undersell you on the pain as well. You know, how much it's going to hurt. They say, well, you might feel a slight twinge here. You know, it's going to be white hot, you're going to pass out. I once went to the dentist, and I was getting a root canal done, and the root of my tooth was bent. So the dentist couldn't get it numb. He tried all sorts of ways, he couldn't get it numb. He said, look, this is just going to really hurt like hell. I said, all right. He said, it's going to be short, it'll be about 30 seconds, but it's really going to hurt. And you know what? When a dentist tells you something's really going to hurt, it's really going to hurt. That was the longest 30 seconds of my life, I think. No, maybe the time I interviewed Tara Reid. That was the... yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can judge me, you weren't there. Talk about pulling teeth. Anyway, what? Do you know when you... I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. You know when you go into the dentist's office and they've got pictures of bad teeth, you know, and with the warning, you know, the little pamphlet, warning, don't let this happen to you. It's very embarrassing when you recognise your own mouth. That's all I'm saying. But I do like that they have all kinds of free stuff. You know, they've got all sorts of free things to give away to the dentist, but you're never sure if they're going to give it to you. You know, you have to drop hints. Everything's fine, doctor. Yeah, kids are great. Someone broke into my house, got everything. My toothbrush, they got that. My sample size toothpaste. the flush thing. I don't know how I'm going to replace them. And they always give you these really crappy toothbrushes that'll break, you know, the little tiny plastic clear things that break, so you'll have to come back sooner. Anyway, so when I recently had root canal, I had quite a lot of work I had to get done. You know, I was busy and a lot of reconstruction. And it took a while for me to find the right dentist in California. No, I love my dentist. He's very dashing. I had to go to a different dentist, but I finally found a great dentist. If you need a great dentist, this is your guy, Dr. Gold, Santa Monica. He's fantastic. I don't want to get your expectations up, but he looks a bit like Rudolph Valentino. No, he's kind of like, let me fix your teeth. And his name is Dr. Gold. That's his real name, Dr. Gold, and it sounds like a Bond villain, I think. It's fantastic. Welcome, I'm Dr. Gold. I drive him crazy every time I go because I pretend to be James Bond and he's the villain in the chair. It just helps me. When I get into the chair, I think, you have your drill in your hand, evil, and your evil henchman at your side, Dr. Gold. So you expect me to talk, Dr. Gold? No, Craig, I expect you to shut up while I fix your teeth. Yes, your evil henchman is trying to kill me. This is not an evil henchman. Her name is Sandy. She's a dental hygienist. I actually feel very bad in front of the dental hygienist as well. It's the only time I lie. I just lie straight to the dental hygienist. You know, when they say, you know, have you been flossed? I just lie. I always lie to medical professionals. Always. It's my thing. That way you get the diagnosis you want. You go looking for a diagnosis, you get that. I even lie to my dentist. Everybody lies to their dentist, I think. Have you been flossing? Oh, yes. Have you been flossing? Yeah. I must just have very inflamed gums for some reason. Come on, nobody flosses. Some people floss. Dentists floss, and that's it. Everybody else is like, oh, European, I can't floss. What's next? Brushing? No!
Yeah. But haven't you become more American since you married one?
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Yeah. Can't you tell?
Yeah, your teeth look lovely.
Thank you. It's true, when I go home,
yeah.
I can't help but sometimes recoil in slight horror. I never noticed the teeth until I came to America.
I know. And then you go home and you're like, whoa! Oh, welcome back!
It's true, it's very strange.
No, there's a lot of lovely toothed people in Scotland. You will get in terrible trouble with the Scottish...
I know, we're doomed.
So don't.
This is bad.
Yeah, let's move on.
I'll be honest though, about going to the dentist, I was nervous about going to the dentist. Because I thought getting the tooth out, you know, it was going to hurt. But it didn't hurt at all. They said, no, it's not going to hurt now. The pain will start afterwards, like right about... right now. You know what, they actually offered me laughing gas, but I didn't take it. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll not take it if you give me a tank of it, and I'll take it over to the show later on. Apparently it's not in the system yet. Sorry. Don't hold me responsible. I'm very woozy and drugged up. I brought my Dex-ray. No, it's my Dex-ray. It's a new system they're using. My X-ray. I brought my X-ray to let you see it. No, really, can we see my X-ray? No way. That's not my X-ray. Look at the size of that jaw. That's clearly Jay Leno. I kept the tooth. I'm going to put it under my pillow, you know, for the tooth fairy. In the hope that she'll come visit me tonight. Do we have a picture of the tooth fairy? There she is. You can't hold me responsible. I'm out of my tree. I'm heavily medicated. It's for the pain. Look, here's the truth. They had to cut it in 3 parts. It broke apart. Look, you see it? How gross is that? See, that's the bridge on it there. And see that yellow part there? That was inside me. I know. Look, and there's the bridge that had been put in earlier. That's the bridge, and the little troll was living under the bridge. Oh, you cannot cross the bridge until you answer my questions 3. They're very nice, they're very clever, and that's what it looked like. Can you get that? It was all... It's like Jenga, this. You know the worst thing about going to the dentist, though, is coming back and then talking to everybody about their trip to the dentist. Like, when you come back and say, oh, I had my tooth out, and you show the tooth, and they're like, oh, you think that's bad? Well, I had to have laser beams put in my mouth, and a guy drove a truck into my mouth, and then it didn't work, and then the dentist had to shoot me in the eye. Competitive garbage.